This lady is a very sweet soul, but she is sitting in a chair. She is outside. She's sitting on a porch. She keeps saying, well, I need to be in the kitchen cooking, but I can't get over this view. So I'm trying to see if she will show me what she is seeing right now. She is past, of course. She's laughing. She has a very sweet personality, but very funny. And she's like, well, you can call me Mary Had a Little Lamb, since that's what you were calling her out there. So I feel that this is a Mary. Now this could be like a Mary, Marie, it's going to be around that. But the reason she's saying Mary Had a Little Lamb was because I was talking about Mary Had a Little Lamb out there, and her name was Mary as well. So she's trying to make a joke out of it. But she's talking about how she really needs to be in the kitchen cooking. So I feel that she enjoyed maybe cooking for the family and taking care of the family, but right now she's showing me the view. I'm going to say she's probably around her 60s to 70s. She's going to be around that age. She's showing me the image of right now of the view. I can see a field of flowers. So I feel I can see purples and whites and pinks and all of that. And it's just a big field of flowers right now of what I'm seeing with her.
My mom's name is Mary, and she loved to cook.
Did she?
Yeah, and the bright colors, the purple and the pinks,
Yes.
and she that was her. It was just, she was always really neat.
Yes, okay. Well, that makes sense. And I tell people all the time, please pay attention to the details. And it's different colors and it's all kind of flowers. But she's like, I need to be in the kitchen cooking, but I just can't get over this view. So she's looking at the view. 60s to 70s, so she's around that age.
She was in her 60s.
Okay. I don't know if she enjoyed holidays such as Christmas and stuff like that, but she's bringing that up, okay? Like Thanksgiving and Christmas, especially with the family. And she wants the family to continue to get together, even though that she's not here. But she says, hold on, there's someone else coming forward. Okay, so I'm waiting for to see what she's showing me. There's a female coming to sit down beside her. This female has dark colored hair, and she's going to look around 20s to 30s, so she is a younger energy, okay? It's very muffled sounding, so try to stay with me if you don't mind of what I'm seeing. But she says to tell B, to tell B, to tell B, to tell B. So I feel that there is a B initial that she is trying to bring up. I don't see a B, so I don't feel that the B has passed, but she's trying to mention of a B to stay strong and to try to stay on the right path. I don't know if I feel that B could be a male that she's trying to bring forward, that she's trying to talk about real quick. But she says to tell him that I'm going to be there, and she shows me a number 3. So I don't know if there's a celebration for, what is number 3? January, February, March. So I feel that maybe there's going to be something from March, maybe a birthday celebration for B, or an anniversary for B, or there's going to be something special for a number 3 for that month, but she needs them to know that she will be there during that time. And especially she's there to watch over her little ones, but she's very thankful for the ones who stepped up and is helping and is taking on the responsibility and all of that. Just know that she is there for that. She has dark colored hair.
Her name's Alicia.
Okay, perfect. She's thankful that she's still talked about, and that her kids still know of her because they're making sure of that, if that makes sense. She's very, very thankful for that. She's like, oh, I do want you to move on and be happy. And that's what she's saying, okay, to the B. I'm going to call him B if that's okay. She needs her family to know that she's okay and that she is at peace. I do see a light around her, so it tells me that she did make it to heaven. And she wants her family to be okay. And she wants her family to know that she's going to be there. I I don't know if somebody had a poodle dog, so I'm just gonna say this, but I can see like this giant poodle. It's like a giant poodle, and he's running around everywhere, and she's laughing. And so she's like, would you just let them know that poodle dog's here? So I don't know if there is a sign. Maybe this is a personal thing. Maybe she had a poodle growing up. I'm not 100% sure. Or if maybe someone with a poodle dog or half of a name nickname. I'm not sure. But just know of what I'm seeing. It's a
My
big
brother's nickname was Poodle.
poodle. Past. Did he used to like be so hyper that he would like run around like, I mean, just like running around everywhere, like he is just extremely hyper. But his name, he's Past, correct? Perfect. Okay, because this is not like a regular poodle. This is a giant poodle dog. He's not a dog.
Yeah.
He's a big guy.
Yeah.
Just know he's not a dog in heaven. That's not what I'm saying. But I feel that maybe her energy, she was a joking kind of person, laughing, and that was her way of coming through to say, oh, I seen a poodle dog, and laugh and trying to make you laugh, if that makes sense. Makes sense of a giant poodle dog. And he was a big guy.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Just know that he is okay, which also tells me for him to be running around, that he has his strength back, and that he's able to, and that he's okay, that he's energetic, he's able to, if that makes sense. So I feel like signs, if that makes sense. Real quick. So the Mary had a little lamb. There is a male closer to this area, and he is saying, I'm rich. So I don't know if it's like a Richard or Rich. It's going to be around that real quick, but they're waving back and forth to each other real quick. But Mary's like, well, hold on, I'm not done yet. So just know that this is what I'm seeing right now, okay? So I don't know if there's a Rich. It's going to be Richie, Rich. Okay, perfect. Okay, he's still here, and he's just like, I'm rich, and I'm rich, and he's still here, but she's like, well, hold on just a minute, and they're waving at each other real quick. I don't think that they know each other, but just know that they're like waiting for each other, if that makes sense, okay? And souls do have personality, so just know that that's what I'm seeing right now. Mary had a little lamb. I'm going to call her that if that's okay. I don't know if maybe that was something that she used to sing. I'm not sure if that was just part of a name that she's just trying to show me. You said it was a...
No, her name's Mary.
Mary. She needs her family to know to not worry about her, that she is okay. I do feel a little like my chest area is a little heavy with her, so just know that she's able to breathe. It's very important for you to know that she is able to breathe and that she is okay. And she needs you to know of how proud she is. So just know that, and she knows that you can do this, okay? You don't have to have so much pressure on you to take, I feel like you're like trying to be, you take on everything, and she needs you to know that you don't have to, that she needs you to know of how proud she is, okay? But she's like, don't worry about me, I'm in the kitchen cooking, okay? And she's laughing, but she needs you to know that you don't have to take on everything. It's okay. And she needs you to know to not worry about her because she is able to breathe, okay? She's leaning over, she's getting one of them flowers that I see in the field, and she's giving to this female real quick. He's still there, so just know he's still there. Is this his? Mm-hmm. He's pointing at it. Okay, perfect. Okay. There's another female in it. I'm sorry, what now?
That was at a funeral. That was the thing that I was at her funeral, and I kind of felt connected by that.
Good. Well, I'm glad because she was the first to come through. So see that? And I'm glad that you did that. I'm very glad that you did that. She's leaning over. I'm trying to see who this female is. A very sweet, sweet female that's trying to come forward. Now, I don't know who this is connected for, but she's saying that her name is a Helen, okay? So just know that she is there. And she's talking about her earrings. So I don't know if someone has a piece of her jewelry or if there's something of hers of a piece of jewelry, but she is showing me an earring right now, okay?
My grandmother's name is Helen.
Perfect. She's showing me a quilt, so I don't know if someone has some of her quilts or some covers, but she says for number 1. So I don't know if she's trying to make like a big deal for something for the month of January or for something for January or
My
this.
birthday's in January.
Your birthday? Perfect. Just know that she's with you. I feel that y'all are very, very, very close. And just know that it's just her way of validating to say that I'm still going to be with you, okay? Especially for the month of January. She's talking about the jewelry that was passed down. So who has the jewelry? Do you?
Everyone, she has a ton of jewelry.
Oh, she's lucky. Okay, well, she's talking about some earrings. So I don't know if someone has these earrings or if maybe some earrings is just gonna come up. So just keep that in mind when I talk about the earrings, okay? I don't know if she used to write things down, because she's showing me that, okay, and that's being passed down as well, her handwriting.
Yep.
So just know that she is bringing that up as well, to say, it's me. But she's also showing me like a quilt, so I don't know if someone has her quilt, so just keep that in mind as well. But she's showing me like a quilt over her lap, and she looks at the porch, she's on the porch, and she looks at the sunshine, and she smiles. Just know that that's how I see her, which tells me that she's at peace, and she needs you to know that she's okay. And they're talking, so just know that she's there with her. There is others coming around real quick, but they're not wanting to come through at this moment. But just know that that's what I'm seeing. She's so proud of you, she is. But she's talking about the handwriting of hers that's being passed down and an earring, okay? So just remember the earring. Real quick, he's coming through real quick. So just know that that's what I'm seeing, okay? And just remember that Mary Had a Little Lamb is so proud of you. So, I'm sorry, he's very patient, like he's just waiting. He's showing me a box and he's going through it, okay? So I don't know if he's got these tools of his or something, but I can see like tools. And he's showing me like a tape measure, okay? So I don't know if he was very good with his hands and can fix things and stuff like that. But he is showing me like a toolbox with him, okay? And is this something with the association with the rich or around that name? Richard, okay, perfect. He's like, I can fix anything.
He was a contractor.
Contractor. Okay, perfect. So I don't know if someone's just gonna find one of his tape measures, but he's showing me a. Oh! Perfect. Can.
Oh my goodness.
For people who say that this stuff is not real, come on. Just saying. That was really good of him. He's doing really, really good. Really good. Awesome. Okay. Yep.
Wow.
Perfect. Perfect. That's perfect. Okay. Ha. He's like, ha.
I don't love it.
Yep. He's pulling her through the box. Like you're like thinking, what do I need to bring?
That's exactly how it was. What are we gonna bring? We can bring this hat. We can bring this.
Let me bring. Oh, let's bring the tape measure. That's perfect. I'm so sorry, but the whole time we're doing this, that lady is still in the back calling you Leigh, and she's laughing. So I don't know look, I'm not trying to point out people, okay? I don't know if you're a skeptic or something, but she is just laughing. Like, it's like you're like opening your eyes to this whole new world, and you don't know how to think about this, and she is just loving it, okay? She is loving it. So just know that that's what I'm saying right now. I'm not picking on you, so I'm just saying, okay?
She is.
Now I can see him near the water, so he's bringing a different image to me. So try to envision of what I'm seeing. He stands and he's looking at the water. Is he very picky about his hair? Okay, because like I can see like a lot of hair on him, so I don't know if somebody like was worried about his hair or he was worried about his hair. So just remember that, or somebody maybe has some of his hair, but it's going to be something with his hair. I feel he's very picky about his hair, or maybe he liked his hair, but it's going to be something with his hair.
Yeah, beard.
Okay.
They live on the water. He loved his beard.
He loved his beard. Okay.
And we live on the river.
Ah, the water. See, and that's what I'm saying. Pay attention to the details. Please pay attention, because that's what they want you to see. There's another male energy that's with him. I feel that this other male is either like a father or grandfather figure to him and passed before him. But this other male, I'm gonna call him the other male if that's okay, he's holding a red flower, and I'm trying to see what he's trying to show me real quick. They're saying you got to give it to them. You got to give it to them, and for number 5. So I feel that this is going to be like a celebration for something for the month of May, maybe a birthday celebration for someone's birthday in May, or something very special in May. But I feel that they're both talking about it, so that tells me that the rich and the other guy is making a big deal for that. And it's also talking about an initial M. So I don't see an M, but they're talking about an M, if that makes sense. I feel that M could be a female that they're trying to bring up, but I feel that the other male may be talking about an initial M or trying to bring up an initial M. But they're both making a big deal for a number 5, so I feel that there's going to be something for the month of May that they're both trying to bring up.
I just turned 60 in May.
May, perfect. Do you know of an initial M of a female?
My name's Mela.
What is your name? That's
Mela.
Mela. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Perfect. It's just a validation to say that I'm still here, if that makes sense. They're near this water. I don't know if there's a D initial that's passed that's there also, but I do feel like a D initial. But I feel that the D helped greet him, so he wasn't scared, and he needs you to know that.
Dale, that's his father.
Dale, okay, perfect. So I feel that he greeted him first, and so I feel that the D passed before he did, if that makes sense. He needs you to know that he wasn't scared, that he was okay. And he understands that it's not fair. But he wants you to know that you can do this. And someone actually made a comment, and he's saying this, he's like, they even said that they would switch places with me. And he does not want that. He doesn't want anyone to switch places. He understands that it's not fair. And actually someone made a comment, said, I even had to bury my child. And they actually wanted to switch places, he said, and he doesn't want that. He says, no, it's not your time. It's not your time. He wants you to know that he's okay. He's like, look, I'm on the water, okay? I'm just waiting. So just know that that's what I'm seeing with him. A very strong soul. He does come in dreams. And at times you will feel him, okay? Perfect. Just know that, and that's their way. If you have dreams, it's because some of us, everybody has a gift, by the way, everybody. And it's you have to figure out what your gift is. Some is teaching, some is healing, doctors, and and stuff like that. And then there's some that can do what I do, and then but there's some that they have dreams because you purposely close out every day when you wake up. You accidentally, not purposely, accidentally block anything, okay? And because it's natural for you to do that, okay? Because ooh, that's weird, or ooh, that's scary, and you just have been showed that that's not right, so you block it out. But at nighttime, you're open because you're asleep, and that's when they're able to come to you. So just know that he's like, I do come in dreams, I do, because you feel him, and so just know that that's real. So just know that. He does watch over the little ones, so just know that he is going to be there, and he watches over them. And I feel that one of them actually sees him. I feel that this is a little girl. So I don't know if there's a little girl in the picture that sees him, but I feel that the little ones do see him at times. This is the rich, by the way, okay?
Yes.
So just know that that's what I feel with that, because he's talking about, he's like, they actually seen me before. So just know that that's kind of how I feel with that. But he's talking about how he does come in dreams. No, he does not want no one to trade places with him. He is fine. Yes, you can do this. It's going to be okay. So just know that. And he's talking about the number 5 that he's given the flowers to for number 5. So just know that he is okay. And this was great. This was awesome. This is great. He needs you to know, do not worry about me, okay? And just picture him smiling with the sun coming down on him. And he's talking about his hair, okay? And he's looking down, and I can see the water and the ripples of the water and the sunset. And that's a beautiful image. And he just smiles and he fades away. So just know of how I see him, okay? There is a female trying to come forward. She's the one from the hallway that was throwing roses. So I'm trying to, she's still here, even though she's in heaven, she's at peace. but she's talking about her love, so I'm just waiting to see what she's trying to show me and to see if a connection can form. I'm just waiting. Yeah, she's there. She looks around 60 to 70, so she's around that. She keeps saying that she had to be without her love for over 6 years. Okay, so I'm gonna say it no less than 6. So is what she's trying to show me. Okay. Now I do feel that he passed before her and he helped greet her. This is how he's making it seem, that he passed before her. This may be another connection than trying to form. So let's see. I can still see more coming. So let's see if this is the same connection or not, because this man, he's saying that he passed before her. So I'm just gonna stay with that for just a minute. There is another female coming and she lays a quilt or a blanket in a field, and I can see a tree to the right of her. Okay, so I'm just waiting to see what she's trying to show me. I can see some cows coming by her, so just stay with me. Some chickens, so I feel that maybe she raised a farm, I'm not sure. She's showing me a children's book right now, and she talks about how she gets to read to the children in heaven. So I feel that maybe she really enjoyed children and maybe reading to the kids and stuff like that. She looks probably between like 70s or 80s, maybe late 80s, kind of around that. I do see an A initial with her, so I feel that this could be an A. I just see an A for her, okay? There's another trying to come forward. So she's sitting in a field, and there's a tree next to her, and she's like on this quilt, and there's chickens and some cows, so I feel that maybe she, like I said, either lived on a farm or enjoyed stuff like that, and she's reading a children's book to the children in heaven, so there are children around her. They're talking, so I'm waiting to see what's being said. Now I do feel the initial N as well, female, okay? So she's there as well. So N, I'm gonna call her Nat, if that's okay, Nat. She's laughing, okay, so she's laughing, she's a jokester, she's got that personality, and she's like, oh, you should definitely do that, you should definitely do that. So I'm seeing what's being said. There's a J-A-N as well that's there as well, so this is a female, and she's coming to sit down beside the A, so I feel that this could be a connection. So just remember that. I've connected with over 200 years, so just know it could be further back. They don't have to just recently pass to come through, if that makes sense. So this is what N is saying. So just, you'll have to stay with me. She's like talking to the J-A-N, and she says, if you send it to M, okay? If you send it to M, it's very echoed. It's for number 2 for February, he will be shocked. So I don't know if Jan has someone for an initial M that she's bringing up or talking about, but they're talking, and they're like gonna play a prank, okay, and a joke, and send him something for number 2. So I don't know if he has a celebration or a birthday or something special for February, number 2, February, but they're talking about it, and Jan, I'm gonna call her Jan, is laughing about it, and she's like, you should totally do it, like you should do it, because he would be completely shocked, like he would be shocked. So yeah, so just know, but that's what they're doing. And I feel that maybe they're gonna send something, so maybe something's just gonna appear and for the month of February for him, and he'll know, wow, that was from them or something like that. Maybe it's just a sign to also say that they're validating a celebration or a birthday for him for that month and just to say that I'm here, you know. So, but they're laughing and they're joking about what they could do just to shock him, if that makes sense.
Yeah, Natalie was my daughter, and then her grandmother is Janet, and then her mother is, we call her Grandma Avenel. And I think her name was like Angelina or
Okay.
something like that.
Okay, yeah, I see an A for her. I don't know if she
And
raised.
she had those cows and chickens and all that.
Well, they were coming by her as she was like sitting there. So that, and that's what pay attention to the details, because what's around them is, you know, that to me it brings in the connection, if that makes sense. But they're just laughing, like they're talking about, like, oh girl, that would freak him out. You should do it, you know, like that kind of thing, if that makes sense. There is another male trying to come through, and he's standing near that tree, and he's got his foot leaned up against the tree. So I'm just waiting to see. He's laughing at the female. So you just know there's a group of females with the gnat that's sitting there, and they're talking, and they're still talking about that, and there's this male, and he's like laughing, and then he goes, could you tell a feel, but this is going to be a female. Okay, so I don't know if you know of a feel. This could be Philly, Phyllis. It's going to be something for this. So this could be a third party message. So it's going to be like, but I feel like a PHY. It's going to be something like that. Philly, Phila, Phyllis. It's going to be around that name, okay? But he's like, could you tell her? Seeing what he's trying to show me. He's laughing. He's like, could you tell him that W or D? W, D. I was called both. Just call her D. D's here. So either there's going to be something with the W for him. Okay. And he's like, well, a Walt. So I don't know if there was a Walt that's passed, but it's a W. But then he says that he was called D. So just remember that. It's very, very important, because he's there and he needs her to know that I'm there. And he's like, W, D. I was called both. You just call me D. That kind of thing. But just know that he's there in spirit as well. So if you find out who a Philly, Phyllis, Phila, it's going to be around that name. Just know that this guy is here for her. Wait for the connection to form. The A, she's talking about an award that someone had got after she passed. So I don't know if someone like either did a business or some type of school or some type of an award, an achievement, but she's bringing that up. But she says it's for number 2 for February. So again, so I feel that maybe this is something that she's trying to bring up of someone, maybe someone's celebration was in the month of February. Maybe the award ceremony was in February. Maybe it's someone's birthday, and she's specifically trying to show someone for the persons whose birthday is in February. This is what I'm talking about, and I'm very proud of them. I feel that they had to work really, really hard, and she's very, very proud of them. But she's bringing that up as well. The image is starting to change, and I can still see Nat, so just try to stay with me, because the images come at me all in different ways. She is near the water right now, so I feel that maybe she enjoyed the water. That was maybe her calming place, but she is showing me the ripples of the water and the waves coming in, so I feel that this is more of an ocean of what she's showing me. And she's talking about how he works out there. That's what she said. So I don't know if there's someone that works on the water. She's showing me that, and she's like, will you let him know that I love him too? So just know that it's important for the person who works on the water, she says. I don't know if he works out there and thinks about her or something like that, but it's important. She says, please send that message. Please send that message.
That's my husband, her stepdad, who works offshore.
Does he? Okay, perfect. It's a way of validation of being thankful, if that makes sense. Maybe he has a way of grieving, but he does it differently, and she knows that, and that's her way of saying by bringing him forward, if that makes sense. She also brings up a number 1, so I don't know if there's a celebration for the month of January, but she's bringing that up as well, or something for number 1. She's in the sand right now, okay, and she's writing something, so I'm waiting to see what she's showing me.
Her birthday's tomorrow, the 1st.
Oh, wow,
That's
wow,
what it is.
yeah, wow. I can see a J. It's like a EAN, so I feel that this is gonna be half of a name, part of a name. This is a female that's there with her. So this is gonna be something, half of a name, part of a name, a Jean, Jeanette, it's gonna be something around that 60s to 70s is how I see her. So I'm gonna say 60s, around that, okay? I feel that N passed before she did, and she helped greet her, okay? And she needs you to know that. So she's like, oh, I guess who I got to greet today. So just know that that's what she's kind of showing me. Not today, she didn't pass today, but she's wanting you to know that she greeted her. Very, very lovely soul. She enjoyed life and her family, and she's there as well, but she's on the water as well with her. She has an orange glow around her. Sorry. There's an orange glow around her, the gnat, and she takes an orange flower and she tosses it into the ocean. So I don't know if someone like just released something with orange flowers, or there's going to be something with orange, like a fall colors. Okay, this is
That
what
was her
I'm.
favorite color.
Okay, perfect. Just know that this is what I'm seeing. She's like releasing it into the ocean. Which also gives me a sign of, I feel that she is wanting you to live life, if that makes sense. Like it's time for you to let go and live life. It doesn't mean that you're going to forget her. It's not that, but it's time, she says. And for her to let that flower go into the ocean, it's your time to live your life, if that makes sense. It's time to let go of all the negative that's been holding you down, anything that's been bothering you, just let it go, she says, and time to move forward and release anything that's been holding you down. It's okay to still be happy. It's okay to laugh. You don't have to feel guilty about still continuing to live life even though she's not here. She knows that the reason she was here, one of the purposes of the reason that she was here, was that she got to show people true love. She got to show them happiness and laughter. And even though she was sick, she still had a smile on her face. And people learned love through her. And that is, she says, and I know that. And I know that I was not here very long, but I was here enough to show people that no matter what happens in life, you can still love. You can still have fun and you can still enjoy life. And that's what she wants for you.
That's exactly what she did.
Yeah, that's perfect. She says, even though that I passed away, it made people grow together. So just know that for that, she's thankful. And she's always there. She is letting the flower fade into the ocean and she's starting to fade. So just know that she is okay. And that's what she's talking about. So there's going to be a prank played. Like there's going to be something, but it's just a way of validating, I think, and showing them, if that makes sense. Like, hey, I'm going to do this for him, for him. I like her though. She's a fun energy. Real quick, I'm gonna go ahead while they're doing that because the smell is like coming through real quick. Like, so I'm gonna try to see what he's showing me. There's this male walking, and he's got flowers, and he's placing it down, walking, placing it down, walking, placing it down, walking. So he's making a pathway, if that makes sense, of flowers. And then he goes and he sits on a porch. Very thankful for the ones who was able to take care of him, but he doesn't want the regrets of the ones that was not there. But I do feel that this is a part of a name, half of a name. It's very muffled, so it could not be exactly, but it's going to be very close, of a Ralph. So this could be like Ralph, Rafette, Raphael. It's going to be around that name, okay? But he's sitting on a porch and he's humming, okay? So I don't know if he enjoyed humming and stuff like that, or he enjoyed just sitting on a porch. But I'm trying to see if this is starting to make sense. The connection's trying to form fully, so I'm waiting to see what he's trying to show me. I hear a lot of laughter. Chest is a little heavy, so just know he is able to breathe, okay? Very muffled, but if it's okay with you, I'd like to tell you what I hear, at least, okay? It might not make sense, but this is what I'm hearing. People want to know all the time, like, what do I hear? So this is what I hear. I hear laughter, I hear him laughing, and then I hear female laughter, okay? Which tells me that he led the pathway of flowers for her. So he put the flowers down for her. And then she saw the flowers and she was led to him, if that makes sense, and they're in heaven together. So it tells me that they're together now, and he passed before she did. Sorry, it's really, really fast. And then I hear, come here, patty cake, baker's man, come here. And then I hear a lot of coos and a lot of like baby noises and stuff like that. So that tells me that he has the baby, and he has the baby on the left, if that makes sense. This is what I'm hearing. Does this make sense?
And that was my mother, and my son died when he was almost 8 months old.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I'm so sorry. Just know that they're together. Know that they're together. And I feel that God makes that choice of if the baby's going to grow up or stay small, he's going to stay small until when it's your time, and God decides that. Then when your family's all together, you will get to raise your baby in heaven with your whole family. Okay? So just know that, because I feel that you grieve that. You grieve his smell, you grieve his laughter, you grieve his coos, you grieve all of that, and you're going to get to have that one day. He's going to wait for you, and then you're going to get to raise your baby in heaven.
Thank you.
I feel that they had to be without each other for quite some time, they're saying. Now the baby is with the male right now, but the female reaches for him, so they go back and forth together. So he's very, very spoiled, okay? So just very spoiled.
Yeah.
Now she looks real 70s to 80s, okay, the female.
Yep.
Well, I can see her in the kitchen, okay? So she's like, I'm taking care of the family. So just know that she is there, okay? I do get like an initial L for her. Very energetic lady. I mean, like, she's more energetic than I am, okay? Very energetic. Like, she is like going, okay? So she's, that's.
Lola Leigh.
She is laughing and she's pointing to the right of her, okay? So just stay with me, okay? I'm seeing who this male is that's coming there as well. This male looks maybe 50s, maybe 60s. It's going to be around that, and this could also be a third party, so just stay with me for just a minute. Now I do get like a Tim. Okay, so this is gonna be a Tim, this could be Timmy, this is gonna be around that. But he needs his family to know to live life to the fullest and to have no regrets, and they need to live life. Like they need, he's like, listen, live life.
My cousin Tim, he died a year and a half ago in a freak fall.
Wow. Number two, he says, number two, so I don't know if this was a date, sibling, kids that he's trying to bring up, I'm not sure, but it's gonna be something with the number two, and he's like, live life, no regrets, okay, and this is what he's saying. Just know that he's there as well.
Thank you. And she adored him.
Oh, well, he was coming to the right of her, so just know that he is there with her. Okay, this is weird. Okay, so, I gotta tell you this. The connection's still here, but I gotta tell you what happened to me last night. So souls know when things like this is supposed to happen, and people don't realize that it takes a lot out of me, and I'm usually very quiet when an event comes because I'm still connecting, and I write down things and stuff like that. So there is this man that comes to me last night, and he was plundering through our stuff, but he's just like, he's laughing, like it's just like he's just there, but a very protective nature. So he's back, okay? So I'm trying to see who this male is, but he's coming through with your connection, so maybe he's someone connected to you, could be a third party, I'm not sure. But last night he kept showing me a night sky, and I could see a big star. So right now I'm trying to get the connection to form. They're still there, so I can see that, I feel that this could be a connection somehow with you. He takes a feather and he goes, and he blows it to you. I feel that this man's been past 20 years plus, so he's been passed for a very, very long time, okay? So again, this could be a third party connection. This could be, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm gonna see if he's gonna show me. He says, I waited for number 5 for my love. So I don't know if this was 5 years that he had to wait for his love. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel that he passed first, and it shows him in a field, okay? He's got feathers everywhere. And I do see like a sea with him. He's a very, you know, when I see him, you know what he looks like to me? And I'm just gonna, and I hope I don't, he looks like an Indian to me. Like a full
My Uncle Calvin, he was the chief of the Creek Indians out of Atmore. My great-great-uncle Calvin.
Does he have, I'm gonna tell you this, okay? I'm gonna just tell you this. So, this man come to me, okay? And he had like a headband thing, and it had feathers all the way down.
Yes. And, yes.
But he showed me a place, and I don't know where it's at. And I think I know because someone said, that sounds familiar. So there's a lot of windows, and he took me to this building, and there's like this square looking thing with glass in it, and some of his stuff's in it, he said. So I don't know if some of his things is on display at this place. I'm not 100% sure. But he's talking about it, and he's very proud of it, and he shows me a horseshoe. So I don't know if it maybe one of his horseshoes is there. I'm not sure, but he's talking about it. But a leader.
It's in a reservation in Atmore, and he was he made sure that we were recognized as a federally recognized
He was
Creek Indians.
instrumental in getting them recognized by the federal
Perfect.
government.
Yes, and so it's the buildings, as we got money, we built the buildings, they built buildings, and so he is recognized in a lot of the buildings.
Got
With
you.
busts and pictures and whatever.
Yeah, okay, that makes
And then
sense.
maybe even at the casino there,
Well-
they've got a floor of.
Well, I can tell you what it looks like if you would like to know where he's showing me. So it's this place, and it's like a square looking thing, and there's glass all the way around it. He's like, well, there's some stuff in here, but then you can look over here to the right, and there's some more stuff, but then there's an ice cream shop right here. So this is what he's telling me. So I don't know if some of his stuff's there, but he's just talking about it. So just know that he's very proud of that, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
It shows him in a field, so I want you to really try to picture of how I see him. And he's running on a horse, and he's in the field, and I can see the horse's hair flying in the wind, and his hair's flying in the wind. And he gets off onto a hill of a field and he reaches down for his love and she gets on the horse with him and they run off together.
That's right, George, yeah.
So just know that they're together and that's how I got to see him. She's actually holding a bell. There's another female, so I don't know if this is part of her, maybe half of a name, something, or maybe she had a bell, so just keep that in mind that she's showing me a bell. She looks around 60s and 70s,
Yeah.
around that. Now he's showing me a night sky, so this is something that he's showing me. So it's a night sky, and I can see a star. He keeps talking about a star. So I don't know if there was like maybe a name. I'm not sure if something with the star, or maybe he did something with the star. But he shows the star, and he kind of does this, and then he kind of does this. So I don't know if he used to do something like that. I don't know, but this is what he's showing me. The image is starting to change, so just stay with me real quick. The ones on the porch holding the baby, they're singing patty cake, patty cake. They're still doing that, okay? So just know that that's what I'm seeing. I can see a really big smile. Now, this is a little personal, but I want to talk about it. Did the baby have a lot of hair? Because I don't see, like, I see a little bit of hair, but I don't see a whole lot. And I just want to know it's still like the same, if that makes sense. Like he's okay.
A pound and a half.
Oh no, he's fully developed.
Right,
fully
he was.
developed,
That's
yeah.
how
Just know that he's at the kitchen table right now. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a table, and I can see them too, and they're spoiling him. Okay, so just know that they're at the kitchen table right now. Elle is wanting you to do something there. She's like, can you do me a favor? And so it's very important when she's knocking with it. Okay, so she says, can you do me a favor? And she's like, well, I can tell her. Oh, no, it's okay. No, let me tell her. No, it's okay. Just let her tell B something. Let her tell B something. So just stay with me because I'm trying to see what he's trying to show. Can you tell B, so there's an initial B, okay, that E is here? So there's does this make sense? This hard. This is like and she's around 70s to 80s, and she smiles, and she's...
That's my husband and my mother-in-law.
Perfect. They're together, they're at a table together, okay, so just know that that's what I'm seeing.
What's so weird about this is you've said this twice to me about Bobby, the last time too, because Bobby's the only one that does this jokingly stuff to me. Tell mama, and you say exactly what he says back to me, and it's the last time too. It's always Bobby.
They
She's
know!
always using Bobby as
Yeah.
oh wow.
Wow.
And,
Just know that they're all together, they're at this table.
Little Bob and just eating and having a good time.
E does talk about that. I'm going to call her E if that's okay. That she passed a few years after her love. So just know that that's what I'm seeing. And then she shows me a number 13. So I don't know if 13 is something. I'm not sure about 13, but she's showing me a number 13.
It's my birthday.
You don't. She only mentions the Bobby. So just know that she's talking about that. Perfect.
Yeah.
So just know that it's her validation of saying I'm showing love to you too. So just know. Yeah. Just know. Just know of what I see though with them. It's important. They don't want you to hold on to death. They want you to live. Okay? It's okay to be happy. It's okay. That's what he wants for you. Okay? So just know that. Know that he's taken care of. And that you're going to get your wish when it's your time. When God decides. And one day when your whole entire family is together, you get to raise your baby. Okay? I can hear the echoes of patty cake, and then it fades. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm trying to take a break, but there is a male energy, and I'm going to just say it because I'm opened completely. Like, well, where Mama just walked. Right there. It's like, and I'm getting like an N, like a no. I don't know if this is...
That's
60s to 70s. His energy is. Can I tell you what I see with him? I'm sorry. He's on like a balcony and he's looking at the sunset. Okay, and that's how I see him, and he's smiling. I don't know if he was like scared of heights or just was he? Because okay, just know that that's what I'm laughing. Just know that I'm seeing him on a balcony and he's like, I'm gonna, like he's happy. Okay, so he's talking about being scared of heights, okay? But he's on this balcony and he wants you to know, I did it. So just know that that's what I see with him. It's just a short, but just know that I can see, like, he's physically, like, he's faded. I can't see the details, but just to tell me that his energy is with you and know that he's with you. I'm going to say probably 60s to 70s. Very proud of his family. So proud. And he does come in dreams. So just know that he does come in dreams. Good. And so just a validation to know that he does come to you in dreams. He is so proud. So proud. But he just keeps talking. He's like, you got to let him know where I'm at. I'm on the balcony and I did it. Okay, so just know that that's how I see him. Okay, very nice smile. And he's got his energy back and that he is okay. But he did it. That's what he keeps saying. He did it. It's just a short, I know it's just short, but it's enough to let you know that he's with you. He is still with you. He's a very strong soul. But just know that he does come to you. He does come to you in dreams. And just know that. Does he got like a lot of grandkids? Like a lot of, like he's like, the way he's making it seem is either he raised a lot of kids or he's got like everybody, you know, that's just the way it is. He needs his family to know that he's okay. And he did it. He's on this balcony. He does a lot of stuff with his hands he's talking about.
He uses cards a lot.
Perfect. Okay, perfect. I can hear his heartbeat, which tells me that he has a very strong heart. I can see him on a balcony though with the sunset coming down and he's smiling. So just know he's at peace. Who is Kathy? Kathleen, Catherine, but there is another energy. This could be a third party trying to step in, but this is going to be like a Catherine Catherine something. So just know that. Okay. But this is Catherine, and this is a C, but she passed before he did. This one did. So just know that this female passed before he did. But and again, this could be a third party, okay? But just know that that's what I'm hearing, like a Kathy, Catherine, around that. But it's important for you to know about the him on a balcony, and he's laughing, and he's like, oh yeah, you gotta let him know, like you've got to. Perfect. It's perfect. Just know this is what I'm seeing with him right now. He's always with you. He is in heaven, but his energy is going to be with you, and he is one of your guardian angels, so just know that, okay? He's so proud, so proud. Yeah.
So work my butt off.
Oh, he is. I don't know, did he live on a bridge? He's talking about a bridge. He worked on bridges.
He was so proud. Like,
He still
worked in
is.
construction companies and concrete companies, and he loved talking about structures and buildings.
He's still talking about it, even in heaven. Okay, just know that this is what I'm saying with him. This is awesome. I could feel something earlier, and so I tried to write where I was seeing, and I did an N, and I'm not a draw. Okay, I can't draw. But this is this part, then this is this part, and then I could feel it right in the area where you're at, of the energy of what I was feeling. Perfect. But the female energy is with him, okay, so just know that they're together. Real quick, so another energy is trying to form. There's like a lot of energy here tonight, but this female's near you. Yes, yes. I'm just kidding. Okay, but she is near you. And I do pick up like a mirror. So this could be third party. I'm not really sure, but she needs you to tell a Carol that she's okay. So I don't know if you know of a Carol. So this could be or she could be mentioning of a Carol, okay? But it's something associated with a Carol or Carolyn. She has the baby, and she needs you to know that. But she's mentioning of a David or a Dave or something, and she's like, it's for him, and he looks like him. So do you, the David, or
David's my dad's name.
Dave, is there a David associated to you?
Yes.
That's your name. I feel that. Are you a David?
It's my middle name.
Middle name. So the baby's gonna look just like you, and that's what she's trying to say. She has the baby. She's like a sister of a Carol, or
That's my mom's name. And Marion is her sister.
perfect. They're mentioning something about a number one, so I don't know if there's a celebration of a birthday for a number one, for a month of January.
It's my mom's birthday.
Perfect. Okay, but she's just bringing that up. It's just a short connection, but it's enough to say that, well, he looks like the David. So it's important. I don't know if y'all were, did you wonder about that? Like, I wonder what the baby's going to look like. But just know that the baby looks like you. Okay, so just know that the baby is there, and I do see the little girl, but just know that the baby is a boy, and he's gonna look like you. But it's associated with the Dave or the David. So I don't know if you look like your dad, and it's like I'm not sure, but just know that the baby's gonna look like you. If you were the one with the Dave in your name, David, correct? Okay. Did you just do some type of plants for him? Okay, perfect. They know when you do stuff like that, okay? And you know that he also knows that you're doing the best that you can. But they like the plants. So I don't know if there's something with the plants. I think you said that you was, but just know that they're trying to validate that about the plants. I hear the Mary, I can't say her name, but then I hear Verge. So I don't know if there's something with the Verge, like a Virginia or something maybe associated with her name. I'm not 100% sure, but the message is this, and talking about the Carol, and then the number one, and shows me balloons, which you validated that. And that, don't worry, because we have the baby, and I can see the little girl, she's there as well. She looks around the same age, so just know that she's gonna be still little like that. Also, I want you to know that the baby is going to look like the association of the Dave, which tells me that the baby will favor you. Will look just like you, actually. Look just like you. She needs you to know that she has the baby. There's more around, but at this moment, this is all I'm seeing right now. But she needs you to know that she's got the baby. I've got the babies. Okay? So just know that she has them. They're showing me little booties, so I don't know if somebody has the little booties of the baby, or was going to get the little booties, or if little booties are going to appear. You know, things happen. It's just out of the blue, you'll see. So just remember the little bitty, it's like cotton-looking baby booties is what I see. I don't know why I'm seeing it, so I'm going to say that maybe you're going to have a sign and maybe see that. I'm not sure, but keep that in mind when I talk about the baby booties, okay? Like the little baby shoes, but they're little bitty booties. don't ever think that you're being punished or anything, like you're cursed because of the losses that y'all have had. Okay, there's nothing wrong with you, and there's nothing wrong with you. And I think that y'all being together is gonna do nothing but make y'all stronger for what y'all had to go through. So hold on to each other and never let anything happen to tear y'all apart, if that makes sense. But just know that the I'm gonna call her Mary. Just know that she's there, and she's like, oh, you gotta let them know. You gotta let them know that I have the baby, and the baby looks like you, but the baby is fully developed, and the baby has hair. So just know that the baby has a head full of hair and fully developed. Did you know the sex of the baby?
Not this important.
Right.
We think it's a boy. We always say he or, you know.
Yes. I connect with a boy. It's just short, but it was so important because I wanted you to know that the baby looks just like you. So just know that that's what I see. Did she used to live in Hawaii? Did you used to live? Who lived in Hawaii? Did you? What are you doing back? What are you doing back?
Not as much fun as you.
Really? Well, they're just mentioning it, so.
My best friend is actually in Hawaii right now.
Oh, wow. They're just mentioning it, so very proud of you.
I was actually, her husband, before he passed away, he was retired Air Force, and he was a lieutenant colonel. I was in the Air Force as well. And about 2006, I was due to re-enlist or get out. And we got a trip back over here. My Aunt Marion and her husband, Uncle Irv, came down to spend some time with us. And when he did, I had him unofficially re-enlist me, and I was stationed in Hawaii at that time.
Okay. Now this is the lady that I just connected with that's talking about you being in Hawaii. Okay. I was wondering why she was talking about you being in Hawaii, so that makes sense then of why she would be the one to tell me that. Makes complete sense then. Okay. Well, thank you for all that you've done for everybody. So thank you so much.
So both babies are together is what you're saying?
Yes. Yes, they are. The girl and the boy. The two plants. I see two plants, like the two plants, okay? They're proud of y'all. They're proud of y'all. There's another female energy trying to come forward, so I'm just saying. There's another female energy coming forward, and she's coming into this area, okay? Now this could be a third party, but if it's okay with y'all, I'm gonna just see. I don't know if we'll see. So it looks around 50s to 60s, around that. Chest is a little heavy, but she is able to breathe. So it could be an indication that maybe she had trouble breathing, I'm not sure, but she is able to breathe. And again, this could be third party, but I'm opened up, so I'm gonna see who this lady is. Are you scared? I'm kidding.
There's no female
I'm
in my
kidding.
life that's passed that's.
Well, there is this, she's actually saying that you gotta find a Betty. So I don't know if you know of a Betty, or if you could find of a Betty or around that, but this is gonna be for a Betty, she said, okay? So this is a Denise, or a Dee Dee. This is gonna be a Denicia, Denise, Dee Dee, around that. So y'all just stay with me, okay? Because this is important. When you find the Betty, and I feel that you will, either you're going to bump into the Betty, or you're going to go, oh my gosh, wait just a minute, I do know a Betty. And when you find out, you got to let her know that there's a female with a D. You can call her Denise, but she's showing me DD. Know that she's okay. She just wants her to know, listen, I'm okay, and I need her to know this. There is a female next to her. I hear her heartbeat, so I'm trying to get the connection to form. She's showing me like pink colored flowers all around her, and she is also showing me a number 8, which could be like years past around that. And then I do get like a Cheryl around that. So it's gonna be like a SHERYL. It's gonna be half of a name, part of a name around that, but she has dark hair. She's like, when you find the Betty, you'll find us. So just know that if you find out who the Betty is, I feel this is very important. And she's around this area. So y'all, it could be the first 2 rows or y'all, but this is for a Betty, okay? She's like, oh, it's there. It's there. So just when you find the Betty. There is a guy trying to come forward. Broad guy. Which means like broad shoulders. Upper with him, he is able to breathe. I just feel like upper related with him, like chest and up. '50s, no more than '60s, so he's going to be around that. He's talking about his name either being carried on or like named after or around that, because he is showing me something with an R, so I don't know if like part of an R was carried on, like a Ray, or it's going to be something for that. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what he's trying to show me. I do get the initial C with him, so I feel that there is a connection, but I do feel that.
It's my husband.
Okay, but I'm telling y'all, there's a Betty. So y'all are, when you find out who the Betty is, it's. What?
Her mother's name rhymes with Betty.
Oh.
It's Hetty,
Hetty. Okay.
but she was way older than 60.
Yeah. I feel this is the Betty. You'll find her.
But the CR is my husband, Chuck Raymond, was his middle name. And our son's name, Chuck Raymond.
Ah, okay. Named after. He's okay. Something, I feel upper with him, but he is at peace. But he's also showing me a number 7, and he shows me flowers. So something for the month of 7. But he's like, listen, it's not a birthday. It's nothing like that. This is something else. This is very important, he says. So I don't know if it's like a celebration for July that he's trying to bring up. It's like a very, it's like a celebration, but it's going to be something very special for the month of July that he's trying to bring up.
The reason I'm here is to visit my friend and also to see you while we're here.
Yes.
But his sister's husband is having a surprise 60th birthday party this Saturday, the 7th.
Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Okay, he's laughing. He's here right now. But he's handing you flowers. It says, for July. Did you have something for July with you and him?
No, but ever since he passed,
Yeah?
and every single holiday, birthdays, special occasion, I buy a dozen roses for him.
Perfect. Okay. That's really sweet of you to do that. That's perfect. He says, will you please tell OH, so Phil, that OH is a female that he's trying to bring forward. I don't see OH, he's just wanting you to tell an OH if there's a Jean here. So I don't know if there's like half of a name, part of a name, and I feel that Jean could possibly be just a friend. They're like, oh, you're going to have to really look for me, but there is a Jean that's there as well. But this is going to be like a Jean, Jenny, Jeanette. It's going to be around that name. It's not going to be just Jean. So I'm going to call her Jeanette. Jeannie. It's going to be around that. She looks around 70s to 80s, but she's mentioning of a Paul. So I feel that this is a third party and maybe she knows of her. Maybe this was like a family friend. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel that she's been passed for quite some time, but she's wanting her to know, will you please just to let my family know that I'm okay? And hello. So just know that that's how I'm seeing her at this moment. But he is mentioning of the OH.
He has a sister named O'Hara.
O'Hara. I don't know if you watched the news, the C, but this is what I'm seeing right now. So I'm seeing a TV in front of him, and I'm seeing the news, okay? And he's like, ooh, ooh. So I'm waiting to see what he's trying to show me real quick. So there's this male that's coming forward, and they reach out and they kind of shake hands. And he says, you gotta find her. I don't know if you know her, but you gotta find her of a Gwen or something. It's gonna be something like with the, but it's not a Q, it's like a G. So it's gonna be like a GWEN, GWIN. It's something like that, okay? And he's like, you gotta find her, and you gotta let her know that there's a Charlie, or there's gonna be a Charles, or it's gonna be something around that name. And he says to tell her, thank you. So it's important. I don't know what this is.
Charlie tells Gwen, thank you.
Yes.
I know a Gwen, I'll have to ask her.
Yes, but I don't know if there is a connection of a family. I don't know what this is. I don't feel that this is a connection of a family member. Maybe this was something that maybe she helped somebody, or maybe a friend, but I feel that it was something due of kindness or something along that line. But for some reason, he's showing me a news channel, so I don't know if something important happened, but he is showing me the news channel with it. But there's a Charlie or a Charles that's just wanting to come through to say thank you. So,
Who's seeing the news, Charlie? Or
the C is, and he brings the Charlie forward for the GWN, GWEN. It's not a Q, I'm seeing a G for her name, if that makes.
I know a Gwen.
Okay, perfect. But I don't feel a relation of family with her.
A friend.
Perfect. Well, I feel that there's something, he's like, oh, it kind of happened kind of soon. So just know that this is something that maybe just recently passed. And I feel that she has a really good heart, and maybe she was helping, or she helped somebody or something. But this is going to be for a Charles, Charlie, around that is wanting to come through to say thank you.
Gwen has a huge heart.
Perfect. Again, I feel chest with him, something with his heart, and just know that his heart is okay, it's strong.
He passed from an aortic dissection unexpectedly.
Okay. Well, please know that he is at peace, he is okay. I see a light around him. He's the French fry guy, isn't he? Yes.
We still aren't sure about the French fries.
Something with McDonald's. I don't know what it is. Like he liked McDonald's or something.
Well, we're kind of thinking that when my daughter was little and one of her first words was French fries, so whenever we pass a McDonald's, we'd have to make conversation and have her look over there or try to bug us.
Something very personal for him.
I'd say French fry, French
French
fry.
fry.
And so-
Because he was showing me French fries. See, and that's the thing, they bring cherished memories with them, you know. And he's a very, very good guy. I just feel like his heart's very, very strong now. And every time you'll probably hear it in the YouTube of me doing his heartbeat, because it's so, so important for you to know that his heart is strong, that he's okay. He's still watching over you. I don't know, I just feel like you are a leader in some sort, like the way he's like, you don't understand. She's so much stronger than I ever was, and he wants you to know that. I don't know what this is, but he's talking about something about, I don't know do you organize, I know this sounds, just stay with me, because the way it's like very muffled, but like something about how you organize things or something, and he's like, tell the Diane or something, hello for me or something. I don't know who that is, the Diane, but he's talking about tell him hello for me. But do you organize things to help others? Because he's so proud of you, but he also wants you to slow down just a little bit. You don't have to work so hard.
She's the director of Ronald McDonald House.
McDonald's,
Yes.
French fries.
Well, but I work for Ronald McDonald House Charities of Arkansas, so we house families who have had to travel to Little Rock for their sick or injured child to be treated. So if they're overnight in the hospital, the families have a close place to stay near their children. And if the child is not sleeping in the hospital, but going daily for cancer or radiation, then the child lives in the house. We have siblings, and there are siblings in the house. So my job there is I am in charge of putting together 2 events that are 2 of the biggest fundraisers to help money for the house.
That's amazing.
100%.
Wow.
100% dependent on donations.
That is so amazing. That just gave me chills. Seriously, thank you for all that you do. I'm serious. Thank you so much. He is so proud of you, but oh my gosh, that just gave me chills.
And my brother Skyped you one day, and his wife, their son is Jay, Red Chief Jay.
I like him. He is the sweetest soul.
And on the day they were gonna Skype, they invited me to join, but it was the day of my chocolate fantasy ball. And when my brother called me the next day, they were Skyping while I was putting on my event, and my husband came through to them, and he brought up that I had on a black dress. And I asked my brother, what time is this? And he said 5 o'clock, and 5 o'clock was exactly when I put on my black dress.
He
and went to
said,
the ballroom.
you stopped what you were saying and said, he's coming through and he's saying, she looks stunning in that black dress. Yeah.
It's just a sign to say that he still is with you. And that right there, that story, that right there, to show you, if that's not proof that there is a heaven, if that's not proof right there that he is still able to be your guardian angel and go, man, she looks stunning in that black dress. I remember that connection.
Yeah.
I remember that. That is amazing. He is such an amazing soul. He is so proud of you. But he wants you to take it easy some. And it's okay to have you time. It's okay for that.
This is
It's
the first
okay.
vacation she's taken.
Good. You should start. You should start
We're
more.
going to the beach. in
You should
Norway.
start more. You should start more. You should definitely start more. Okay, this is going to sound a little personal, and I don't know why I'm seeing this. I don't know why I'm seeing this. But he's showing me his chest hair. So I don't know what that is. I know. He's just showing me.
No, he had, because I don't like hairy chest. He had just one little pocket right here, and I thought, well, that's kind of cute. I don't, but it wasn't like,
Yeah.
so,
He's still letting you get to him. I'm doing you my chest hair. Wow. Yep. What? Okay. See, he's like, yeah, I can still get her going. So just know, he's talking about his chest hair. He wants you to smile. That's
I
exactly
can't wait
it.
till the girls are married Mahoney's later.
Yeah. Just know though that he's
well, and
proud of you.
also, when he was here, no matter what happened in life, and you've mentioned it before, and you said broad shoulders, but I would always feel better when I put my head on his shoulder, and it was just like everything was okay. And even when he passed, and I went to say goodbye for the last time,
Yes.
I was sobbing, and then I laid my head on his shoulder, and I realized I'd stop crying. And then when I picked my head up off his shoulder, I'd cry again. So even
Yeah.
That's perfect.
his shoulder just gave me.
That's perfect. I can understand that. Well, he's so proud of you and for all that you do. But he says to take some you time, please take some you time. And he is proud. And he's growing the chest hair. So just know that that's what I see with him. And in the end of his connection, I hear his heart. So he's proud of you. He's so proud of you. They even have jokes, I'm telling you.
Oh,
That's
that's hilarious.
There is a female wanting to come through real quick. She talks about how she lived a very, very long life. I do feel this could be a third party, so I'm not 100% sure, but she's coming through and I can see an H-E-S-T. So this is going to be like a Hest. This could be like a Hested, Hester, Hest is going to be something, but I'm going to say she lived a very long, long life, and probably around like 80s, 90s or later of 90s, around that. She's been passed for quite some time, probably about 15 plus years, so it's nothing any recent that she just didn't just recently pass, if that makes sense. She needs her family to know that is okay, but she greeted J male, so there is a J male that's there as well. And I feel that this is something recent because I can see a really sturdy light around him, and he is okay. He looks around 70s to 80s, this male.
Hester is my grandmother, and she was 96.
96.
She passed, I think, 1997. She was born in 1902. She was 96 when she passed.
Long life then.
And my Uncle Jay just passed a few weeks ago, and he was 84.
Well, just know that he is there too. And he is going to this tree, and I can see these little flower blooms all over this tree. And he goes and he picks one of these blooms, okay, of this flower. And he's talking about to give it to number 2. So I don't know if this is for February, but he's making a big deal for the month of February. So I don't know if someone's celebrations for February, and it's his way of coming through to show love to someone for the month of February, maybe a birthday celebration or some type of celebration for February. He has mentioned in his Bible and the verses that he written down. So just know that that's kind of what I'm seeing with him. Very godly man, and because he is showing me his Bible, and he's like, well, I had written some things down, and they're going to find that too. So just know that that's kind of what I'm seeing with him. I guess what else is showing me. It's a lot of echoes of different sounds, so I'm trying to see. Very high for, like, okay, so I hear a lot of hums. So this is, he's walking, and then I hear, he's like singing with angels. Okay, so just know that that's what I see with him. But it's different hums of angels singing, and he's walking into like this white looking light, and he gets to sing with them. So that's going to be what he gets to do.
It's been long. It's just been, I guess, a few weeks or a month or so. It's not long.
Just know he is at peace. He is okay, and he's singing with angels. There's another soul trying to come forward real quick, so I'm seeing who this is real quick. He's laughing. He's like, oh, I'm Jane too. I'm Jane. But this is going to be like a Jamie, Jane around that. Okay, and this could be a third party, so just let me see if this is right. He's showing me a number 6, but he's talking about 6 years past. So this person's coming through who's been passed for 6 years is what he says. He's actually talking about June. So he's saying that June was when his death date was, or a celebration of a date for June. So this is either going to be like a birthday for June or a death date in June. This guy that's coming through. This is like a Jamie, James, Jam around that. And this could be a third party as well. So just, let's see if he shows me anything else. He's just wanting a balloon for a celebration. So when you find out who this person is, this is going to be a number 6. So I feel that he's been passed for 6 years. This is going to be a James, a Jamie, around that James, around that name. When you do, maybe you could release a balloon for him when you find out who this is for, because they like stuff like that and he's asking for it.
When I find out.
Yeah.
If nothing rings a bell.
I think my mother thinks
James.
his birthday's today.
Today's your birthday.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like that. Yeah.
So he's coming through with one.
I don't know, I sat beside him.
I just want to be part of it.
There is another male, and this is a K that is trying to come through, and I feel it's a connection with you. Real quick, so I can see animals go to heaven too. They have souls, okay? But this is a dark cat, and it's around you, okay? And the K has this cat, so just know that he's got the cat, okay? And he's got the cat. So there is a K connection that's associated with you, and he's got the cat, and he needs you to know that he's taking care of the cat. The cat's there. This is a female cat, so this is gonna be like a black looking, around color cat, and so just know that he has the cat. So sometimes I'm able, it's kind of new, I don't know. Anyway, I have just recently been able to sometimes feel the emotions of animals. I don't know, they don't talk to me or anything, I can just feel the emotion. So she is mentioning, the cat is not mentioning, I'm just like feeling the emotion. Did you used to play music? Are you musically inclined and stuff? Like, I'm talking like, because the cat wants you to do that more. Did you used to play and the cat would lay there and listen to you play? Yeah, well, the cat wants you to continue to do that. Wants you to not put music down. Don't give up on music, okay? And so I think that that's one of the memories of the cat, and it really liked your music.
She liked my violin scratch.
Yeah. Well, just know that that's what she's wanting you to do that, and maybe that was one of y'all's memories together. Maybe she would lay there while you used to play music.
All the time, she was my audience.
There you go. So just know that the cat,
She was there all the time.
yeah, and that's just her way of
She
saying,
would look at me, I don't know if she was annoyed, but she would look like.
yeah. She, well, just know that she enjoyed it, and it's just her way of coming through. Animals have souls too, you know, and it's just, she showed me music, so just know that that's what she cherishes the most, is you and the music. Kay is near a pond, so I see water with him. So I don't know if he enjoyed the water or in outdoors and stuff like that, but I'm seeing a pond around the Kay. He's showing me a number 4, so I don't know what number 4 could mean, but he is
It's 4 children.
4 children, perfect, okay. But he takes a flower and he puts it into the pond and he lets it kind of like drift away, but then he says something for November. So I don't know if there's a celebration for the month of November or something that he's trying to make a big deal of for the month of November, but he's bringing it up. Okay.
If it's the K, if it's.
This is the K, yes, this is the
The
K.
last one, this one that came through before.
Yes, yes, the K male. He does come in dreams, so just know that he does make visits in dreams, but he wants you to know of how proud he is, and you can still talk to him. I feel that you wish that you could hear him respond back at times and like have his advice and stuff like that, and get on to you and stuff like that, and just know that he's still there. He's still with you, and he's very, very proud of you, and he is one of your protectors, so just know that he is protecting you. But he's got the cat. Like, that's the main message. Like, he wants you to know, I've got the cat. Yeah, he's got the cat. And he's near a pond, so just know that that's how I see him. As I don't know if he had a pond or if he enjoyed a pond.
Our family owned a lake house on Caddo Lake, and he used to go there a lot, and that's where he met his wife. He met her there at Caddo Lake, and it's on the Texas-Louisiana border. Our family did have an old primitive house we all camped out at,
Wow, wow.
and he loved it there. That's where he wanted to be.
Well, that's where he's at.
I believe it.
Yeah. That is exactly where he's at, but just know that you can still talk to him. He's proud of you, and he's one of your protectors. I can still see the female in the back with the Wizard of Oz collection. She's talking about her quilt, so I don't know if they were passed down. I don't know if her quilts or something quilted, something was passed down, but she's bringing that up. They know about stuff like that. And something else, she's at a kitchen table and she's talking about a bowl with smushed tomatoes. So I don't know if she liked tomatoes or she's talking about like they gotta make sure that the lid's on right. So I don't really know what that is, but she's bringing that up.
They canned tomatoes and she was a cooler.
Oh, perfect. Okay, but she's talking about I gotta make sure that the can's on right now. I gotta make sure because if it's not, it's gonna ruin.
That's right.
I can see balloons floating around everywhere, so I'm waiting. I'm just waiting to see what she's showing me. There's another female. They're sitting at a kitchen table right now, so I'm waiting for the connection to form. It's not making sense, but I'm probably missing some of their conversation. Okay, it's very, when I hear them, it's all like this, it's talking like this. That's how it sounds, very muffled, okay? But it's like, well, just give him a balloon. Well, what about our? I don't know, just give it to him too and make it fair. So I'm waiting, just, this is what I hear, okay? So just stay with me, because I could have missed some of their conversation, but this is what I'm hearing at this moment. I don't know, just get another balloon, I guess. It's fine. Okay, this is an L initial female that's there with her, okay? So just stay with me, and she's showing me a number 12 for the month of December. Okay, so just stay with me for just a second. And she's like, I don't know, just give it to Ralph. So I don't know what this is, okay? So just stay with me for just a minute. Okay, the L, okay, it says, okay, so they're laughing, and they're like, but you gotta find Ralph. You gotta find Ralph, like Wreck-It Ralph, ha 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 ha, and they're laughing. They're laughing together at this table. So you gotta find Ralph. And you gotta give him a balloon, but for the month of December, they're saying. So if you know of a Ralph, or if you could find out who the Ralph is, this L initial female that's passed is wanting to give him a balloon, but for the month of December. So maybe it's a celebration for a Ralph, birthday celebration maybe? Okay, perfect. There's something for December for him.
His birthday in December, maybe.
No idea.
Mhm.
My birthday is December 12th.
Perfect. Hey, let Ralph know that Jay's here, Jay's here, Jay's here. That's what I hear. Okay, so just there's an initial J. Jay is showing me a number 4, so this could be 4 years past. He takes a butterfly and kisses it and lets it fly away and says for number 1. So also this could be for kids, siblings, or for the month of January or something for that. But he also says number 1. I'm sorry, they come at me at one time, so I'm like trying to space it out to understand it.
You get to do this more often.
I don't have to clarify, just know.
You're gonna learn all about your family today.
Skeptical one, you. That's what the girl, the lady said, she was laughing at me for it. It was like, no.
Yeah. No, that's what she said.
That's what she said.
She said.
That's right.
Jay has light colored hair, but he's also saying something and he's pointing to you, but then he points to him and says Leigh. So I don't know if maybe half of his name or part of his name starts with Leigh. It may be some of his name has got a Leigh in it, But this J is talking about a butterfly, and he releases butterflies, so that's gonna be one of his signs, and he's talking about number 1. So if you find out who a J is connection to all of this, this is a male. And he's also showing me a number 4, which could be 4 years past, is what I feel with him. But just know that that's what I'm kind of seeing. I know it's kind of all thrown into one at one time, but they're at a table and they're talking. There's a mail real quick coming through, and this could be a third party. It's just a really short connection, but he's saying that his name is a Dave. So this is a male that's wanting to come through to show love to his love. So if you know of a Dave that's passed, I don't know. See if he shows me anything else. He's just like, I'm Dave.
Is it Dave or
It's gonna be Dave, Davey, David, around that.
Oh, boy.
I'm Dave. That's what he says, but it's like Davey, David, Dave. He's fishing. So this male is fishing, and he's in a pond and he's fishing, so he's outdoors. But that's all he's saying is, I'm Dave. So he is fishing. I'm sure it's everything. I can still see the Indian, by the way. I can still see. Yeah, I can still see that.